The first theme is leadership. 3 styles and examples are given. Chinese high school students are touched in a transnational leadership style that focuses on results. The pressure on students in a system where grades are determined by one test is enormous, and teachers often ask them to sacrifice free time for their better grades. Then we talk about the transformational leadership style, which focuses on creating and communication. The premier from the Papua New Guinea is the best example. He is a great leader in this field. The wayfinding leadership style, which is about building and developing oneself or others. Ke said, as a foreign student in New Zealand, it was a big challenge to familiar with the new environment. We try to asking or finding information by ourselves. Now we can helping new students from other countries to navigate through university life.
Individual values affected by various factors include motivation, ability, and role perception, and the surrounding environment. Firstly, motivation can facilitate personal performance. Marks as a kind of motivation can encourage students to work hard. In our group, Premna tried her best to study, putting a lot of time and effort to get a better score. Secondly, experience can help employees have better understanding of their ability and role perception. In the example of Anson's, rich experience make her equipped to this job in the bank. And finally, surrounding environment also influence the personal performance. Surrounding environment is defined as situational factors beyond personal control and bring benefit to personal performance. All members of this group can relate to Avanakatanga, which means belonging. AC belongs to a church family group, which is known as Hillcrest International Seventh-day Adventist Church, and in there, people share similar religious beliefs, and this kind of church display a kind of belonging. What's more, there are many special sports services and staff members at university. They provide special services for international students who met some problems when they are in a totally strange country. Finally, Avanakatanga agrees that our families and place of origin is where we truly belong to. Based on the Keang's understanding, Maori culture is the native culture of New Zealand. And when she had a visit to Maori College, she had some special experience and understanding of belongings. She watched some shows of multicultural, such as dancing, which represent Maori culture a lot.
Intercultural communication refers to communication between two people from different cultures. Wenji agrees there is a great difference between Chinese students and Western students. For example, Chinese students tend to think independently and finish tasks while demanders pay more attention to communication with others. Body language is important in intercultural communication. There always are some cultural gaps between different cultures. Ben's culture is totally different from Yanqi, which means we should understand and respect different cultures. What's more, Jun thinks that the difference of culture can see in any way. Here is an interesting example about food country. When it comes to greeting, in English we will say, "How are you?" But in China, Chinese greet with each other by asking, "Have you eaten?"